Hi, Dave Michaels from Talking Points. I'm at Mobile World Congress 2025 in Barcelona. I'm at the Infobip booth. I'm with Noel Wirzius of Deutsche Telekom. We know it as T-Mobile, but it's different. It's kind of surprising me. Apparently you're working with Infobip.
Yes, of course. So if you take a look at the whole telco API business, which is currently popping up, we need to work with partners who have a lot of developers behind them. And Infobip is one of us to help us leveraging into developer ecosystems. Because to be honest, we as Deutsche Telekom or T-Mobile, it doesn't have any developers talking with us. So we are more or less a telco and not developer community.
Why Infobip?
So Infobip is a really strong partner for us in more Central Europe. We have a strong partnership in Croatia with them, and they have, let me say, in the CPaaS business, they did a really good business. They have a lot of developers reached out, and so there is a big community. It's not like we're starting from zero, so we're directly addressing thousands of developers, even more.
So are you reselling Infobip services, or are you creating services?
So I would call it co-creation, more or less. So
Co-creation,
we're building APIs. Infobip is taking them and building really nice services out of them. So taking our APIs, taking other
You've
APIs.
taken APIs to Infobip. That's kind of the
Exactly.
reverse. Okay.
Exactly. But
Okay.
they're building on top services then for their developers. So like combining SMS services with network APIs to offer then a full solution to their.
Can you give me an example of a service?
So for example, they can combine something like a number verification. It's more like a silent authentication you can do here, together with an SMS API. So if this one is not working, then a fallback is just sending an SMS out there.
Okay. Do you see this as a path for other MNOs as well?
Of course. So I believe in this whole telco API business, you need to cooperate with companies like Infobip to address the market for developers. And to be honest, if you're just doing this as Deutsche Telekom, let me say, if you have a B2C customer, like a real end user, this is not always in the Deutsche Telekom network. It's all sometimes Telefonica, sometimes the Vodafone network. So we need to be more or less all of us at Infobip, so that Infobip can go to any developer and say, yes, you get this API for whole Germany, for whole US, everywhere where you want it, for more or less with the same features. So we need to cooperate here.
So now that you've created some APIs and implemented this with Infobip, are you done, or is there more of a roadmap ahead?
Oh, sure, there's a big roadmap ahead. So we are just in the starting point. So we have now focusing out on forward APIs, but also we now are moving more like into location out of a network, then further on like quality, so that you have a higher quality. For example, for influencers, that they can stream live from events like this, where maybe the network is not always the best because of crowded area, so that something like this it's coming up.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for talking with
perfect.
me.
Thanks.